Yo, what's up guys? How's everyone doing today? We have a really exciting match between AL3 and TOF, the Nut March, in MMM, which is Morikawa's multi-team mania tournament. This is a team tournament that's running over a couple months, I think, and it's just a lot of fun. So I'd recommend just watching all the games and joining into the next ones and everything. So yeah, I'll get you the Discord link if you would like to join just before we hop into a room. Okay, apparently you have to log in. Okay, you know what? We're not... Actually, we can. Here is the link for you guys if you would like it. And let me load into the room. We are watching Irvs versus Nut. This is going to be match A. The way the tournament works is there are 3 decks that you can pick. You get... So you bring 3 players each week out of the 4 you select. So we are watching Nut and Irvs in their 2 teams. Irvs is representing AL3, and 2F, the Nut March, is being represented by Nut. The way it works is you schedule a time with your opponent, and 3 people bring 2 decks each. They have a choice of playing with 1 or switching in between the 2. And it's the best of 3 between each member. And it's the best of 3 out of the whole team. So if it's 2-1, 2-1, and 1-2, the team who won 2-1 twice will go through. Well, will win a point in their group stages. It's group stages, then into knockouts, from what I'm told about. So we see Dark Regular versus Kagero. This is an interesting matchup because Dark Regulars can just deny Limit Break if they hit their stuff. The Reiji package has become very useful for... The Amon package has become very useful for Reiji, as it has allowed them to access some quicker soul charging and some extra card advantage. There is a Whiffed Heal. That Overlord Whiffed Heal is going to be very annoying for the Kagero player. As you can see, we run one of the 2s and the 1. And then the Amon package. And the other Amon, these grade 2 and 1s are really good because they recycle your heals back. Going with the Emblem Master, getting that extra free soul charge for a cost of CB1, which is a good cost, is a worthwhile cost. And then going to swing in, hits the draw trigger. That is a Reiji down, so if they don't have the Reiji, it's going to be annoying for them because they're not going to be able to deny Limit Break. Uses the Fate Collector to draw 2 and put 1 into Soul. So it's coming over to the Kagero player. Rides Bellicosity, so it's going to refund the Conroe or any counterblast used. The Conroe searches the PG, very useful. It's a very good thing for Kagero in this matchup because you need PGs. Reiji are keeping you at 3. You need to constantly get bumped up by your PGs. You need to bump up your PG count in your hand. Draw trigger coming out with the Dauntless. Another crucial key part to the deck. Another Reiji coming out. That makes me think he might not have the Reiji. That's actually quite concerning though. Counter charge coming out from Bellicosity. Refunding the PG sent with Conroe. And in the damage there's also a PG. That hurts as well, because you're going to want to use that later. Let's see what the ride is. I'm assuming they don't have the Reiji ride because how long they're taking. Oh, they do have the Reiji ride. Nice. Gonna copy 2 of the Yellow Bolt and put it into Soul. Coming on to 3 crits. The Chariot, which is going to recycle a heal back into the deck, which is very good for him because it's 2 Chariots. That's very good. because he's bumping up his deck count a lot more, so the soul charges will not be as devastating. Because Dark Regulars is a deck you can deck out with a lot. There's a heal to soul off that yellow bolt, which is quite unfortunate, but it bumps up your powers of the chariots, so in a way it's nice. Now we're gonna see the Kagura player being abused. Hey Nid, what's up, man? How you doing today? We're just watching MMM before we have our match. So Arrows to PG. We're going to see the grade 3 ride, which is either going to be a Dauntless, which would kind of be bad here. Oh, the Blockade, okay. Blockade is a good ride because it blocks out intercepts. So if you're against like Pale Moons, which you're not, but if you're against like the dreamy sort of Pale Moon build with the hybrid between the Silver Fonts and Dreamies, it's a good counter pick because it blocks out the intercepts. You don't need to get through their constant soul cooling of the Dreamies, constant refilling of the intercept. Gonna be pushing them up to 3. We hit a draw trigger, or is that a heal? Draw. Hit a dote on the draw. This isn't me. This is not me. We're watching a match between Nut and Irvs. Irvs is on the bottom playing Kagero. We're going to be seeing another PG having to come out here. Calling Amon grade 2. It's Amon. Oh, another heal soul charge. It's unfortunate, but it's racking up the soul count for the chariot. Going to be racking up the critical. Another PG found. That's very good. There's 3 PGs seen. 2 have been activated, 1's in damage. So it's going to be hard for him to survive. He needs to end it really soon. Maybe a trigger would help if you can call like an 11k base and a 10k base. I mean, this is going to be able to retire something if you really wanted to. You can get rid of one of the yellow bolts. Getting rid of the Amon grade 2. Using the 16k to hit over. If there's a trigger, it's going to deny it. No trigger, so going to 5. Emma's going to be discarding a Dauntless Drive to filter. And then 16 on Devan. Will there be a trigger? No, but there's a PG. That is going to make his... if Earth survived, that's going to make his stun very more lethal. Because he's denying all his intercepts. So it's going to be free swings at face. Guaranteed. Unless there's a heal trigger. So there's going to have to be 3 PGs baited. So it's actually a very close game. It can go either way. And my streaming thing has just disconnected. Like it always does. And I want to cry. Come on. Please. Please load back. Please. This is a very professional stream. There we go. That's what we missed here. Probably going into... Oh, you're riding him on reverse. Interesting. This is very interesting. Because while the Amon reverse can retire stuff, it can gain crits as well. But you're not keeping them below 4. So you're going to be allowing their limit break. Which if they... I don't even think they have something that can use limit break now, because break ride's going to be too late to do. Counterblast for retiring the Gojo. And that cross ride number is going to hurt. That cross ride number will hurt quite a lot. I need to close some tabs. My stream is very laggy. So you got the Chariot on 2 crit and the Amon reverse on 2 crit. There is a draw trigger coming out. And a whiffed heal. That's gonna hurt. That whiffed heal. SP Dimension Creeper and a draw trigger. Another Roji being seen. And that's game, because there was no perfect guard. So Irvs loses game 1 out of the best of 3. So Reiji takes it. They played it well, keeping them at 3, not letting them get the limit break. Good job on that. Oh my days. Yeah, he didn't get the last PG tweetums. Quite sad. Also, how you doing? How you doing today? My apparently my phone mirror is not doing good at all. How's everyone's rank season going? Because it's it's from March this season. Anyone actually been interested in it, or you just been skipping the season, taking a break, gonna push for the top 28 next seasons? Because the later seasons are gonna matter more in my opinion. So we're seeing Narukami Dark Irregular. This is also a bad matchup for Narukami, because Dark Irregulars is one of the best decks in the game. It's just gonna keep you at 3, not let you get your break ride or your limit break. So your Gauntlet Busters aren't gonna activate. There is a chance if they ran the Vowing Sword, one that gives you Vanguard 3k and a crit. That could have been good, because they could just sit at 4 and you can hit them with it and bait out a PG. Cools the Amon Grade 1, cools down the Yellow Bolt. Gonna be activating a Soul Charge early. We're calling the Fate Collector to the behind the rear guard this time. Normally he called it behind the Vanguard last game. Rising Phoenix being played. It's interesting to see Linchu, because it got nerfed, so it's not as good now. But I guess you can snipe things like the Yellow Bolt, which will be good in the Dark Irregular matchup. There's a Whiffed Heal. That's good for Irvs. I've got them right, yeah. Yep. See, the Amon Grade 2. Soul Charging your heal, so you're returning a heal. That's what I really like about the Amon package. Soul Charging another of the Amon Grade 2s with the Yellow Bolt. Calling the Psycho Grave. Soul Charging 2. Soul Charges the Dimension Creeper. Swings. No defensive. Would have hit over a defensive anyway, since the Vanguard's 75k. No defensive again. Putting into Soul, you're charging up your Soul very early. Fate Collector's going in. He's going to get you some cards in hand. And some extra cards in Soul. I think that's the best starter for DI. I don't think there's really anything better. Because there's the Grade 3 Searcher, there's the Soul Charge. Put it into Soul Charge 1. Or there's the Fate Collector, which puts it into Soul Charges 1 and draws. Which is better. Because you're drawing on top of the Soul Charge. And, I'm sorry about this. Okay, rides the Eradicator Grade 2. Eradicator... I forgot his name, but it's Death Staff, that's it. The Death Staff Eradicator card. Hits the defensive, so you're going to need a trigger. No trigger. 12k to bottom. So it's not hitting. I hate how my thing is so laggy. Here's the Reiji. This is going to copy a Yellow Bolt, putting it into Soul. We're at 13 cards, so the resting the Yellow Bolt will put them up to 14. And attack him with Reiji puts it up to 15. So that's the play he can do. He calls the Amon Grade 2. Both Amon Grade 2s. Is he going to choose to activate the Grade 2 he just placed on the left here? He uses Dimension Creeper to Soul Charge. And then he's going to go in. So boosting with the Mon cards to go in. There's a PG. Oh, that's really unfortunate for us. There's 2 PGs seen. There's a PG seen both games in damage. Another Whiffed Heal. There's a PG seen, so there's 2 PGs gone. Maximum 2 PGs in hand. We're going to see Road, because you can't really go for a Break Ride. Oh, you're going for the Break Ride, okay. Because they're just going to keep you at 3, so you can't really Break Ride. I keep saying this, but it's true. It's the matchup. Reiji is one of the best decks in the game. Easily one of the best decks now until they get nerfed. Which will become limit break, but it's still going to be very good. I still think it'll be good. Going down the whole, almost the whole hand, just to get rid of the intercepts and push them up to 3. This means that they either have a grade 3 and no PG, or PG and no grade 3 for the break ride. Here's the draw trigger, so now they can have both, and a heal. This is going to be very vital, because now you could potentially... I don't really know how it changes it much. I guess it just keeps your resources alive, because your opponent... And killing the yellow bolt, because now your opponent has the choice of killing both rears and pushing your opponent to 5 with Reiji, or pushing your opponent to 3 without using Reiji and swinging that into a rear, or going all in and keeping their rears alive. Which I don't know what they would do here. They're going straight into battle, just going to push them up. It's looking like they have quite a few PGs in hand, maybe, because they're being conserved with their cards. Soul Charge is a draw trigger, hits another draw trigger, hits double draw trigger. This is going to deplete the deck a lot. Only 5 cards in hand, there's no PG. Any heal will survive. There's a heal, so we survive. Very nice. You pretty much just have to win this turn, because you're out. You can't triple heal out of it. Or you have to get PG. Or they can deck out, technically, if they hit another double draw. But I think they have them in hand, maybe. Draconic Descendant coming out. This is going to be huge if there's, like, only one PG. Turn to grade 2. Hold on, let me... Do I have the mute? No, I don't. Do you guys want music, or is my voice too boring, or do you guys want some Vanguard openings on? Okay, so you're going to be able to swing 3 times at face. More of the Vowing Saber reverse. There is a whiffed heal, so it's going to deny the Death Scythe column. Descendant swings in, proccing his ability. He needs a draw trigger. There's a PG to bottom, and a draw trigger. His ability won't even activate, since he's on 4. He goes up to 5. Still not going to be able to hit, though. There's going to be, if the Vanguard attacks with Rage, he gets the deck out, and they lose. So, if he attacks the Vanguard with Rage, so we can swing with the rear. That won't activate the Soul Charge, because he's on 2 cards in deck. So if he attacks into the Vanguard, he Soul Charges, then drive checks, and that's deck out. But if he swings into the rear, it doesn't activate. Oh, that heal was coming in so clutch with that extra 3 cards. You're not gonna... Yeah, okay, you don't Soul Charge her. That's a good point. Good move, though. Swinging to the rear and then swinging to the van. There's no heal, and Irvis loses 2-0. 0-2. Nut takes it 2-0. So that is 1-0 to TOF, the Nuts March. Good game, both players. You both played extremely well. It was a very fun game to watch. I like watching Reiji, because I like to see how the opponent counters it. Not 0-3. 0-1. And great time for my streaming software to disconnect again. This is the most quality stream you'll ever see, guys. Now let me find another game to spectate. We're going to be watching Luke versus AL4 Barack Obama. Now, from my understanding, AL4 just lose now, since they only have 2 members playing. But they can still get the 2-1 in total. 4-6. So actually, we should update this, because I forgot they got... technically, the other team got a bye, because only 2 players of the 3 were able to show up. So... the fight ended. We don't actually have a match. Okay, so we don't have a match. I'm gonna ask the people if what's going on. But anyway, let's look at, while we're waiting, we'll just look at how I'm doing in the season. Yeah, you got a default win, Forza 2 items. Also, I don't know why it's not loading in my chat. Hold on, let me refresh this. Yeah, you got the default win. I mean, that's kind of good. Because you didn't have to play, so you better stress off your shoulders. It's been so long since I've streamed, and I'm streaming on YouTube now, which is really weird. Because I used to stream on Twitch, but stuff happened, and I'm not on Twitch anymore. I've switched fully over to YouTube. Content creation is gonna be difficult since I have school and stuff, but I'm gonna try and manage it. I'm gonna probably do something to do. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna probably do something to do with like Sanctuary Guard, because that's like one of my first ever cards. Gonna maybe do my deck showcase when I get the full deck. Same with Stampione. Or I might just do film some tabletop games with the decks and just see how they play. Test some lists. Because there are multiple remote fight tournaments. I found my locals. They do a remote fight tournament now for the Springfest thing. So I'm gonna have to hop on that, try and win the promos. But my grind has been going surprisingly well. I'm 207th at Legend 20. Just, if we can, let's go to my profile and view my highest ever rank achievement before this. And judging off it, I'm very happy. Let's just see. To my rank achievements. I think this has a bug. By the way. Every time I try to load this, it's just not work. But anyway, my highest is Legend 21 on the Amaterasu. Is that Amaterasu? I think it was Amaterasu. Anyway, let's just refresh, load the game back up. But yeah, so I'm Legend 20. I've got the 2 rank fromages. I'm going to get to Legend 30 at least by the end of the season, hopefully. Get my 3rd rank fromage, and makes my 4th actual fromage. Oh, jeez. Before I do the deck and fight. Of course, it's my branded card. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, we should be back. Please tell me we're back. My Wi-Fi sucks. I'm sorry about this. But if you didn't hear, I've been working on some new spice. And I'll share the beta list before I craft it all. Get all of it ready. You scroll down to the bottom. Is my code, as you can see, oh jeez, of course. Here we have Lulu starter, but we'll change the fight skins and everything. So Misaki fight skin, and for unit, what are we thinking, guys? Thinking Coco, Fromage, or Parfait? It's Coco or Fromage. Don't have the Parfait. We'll go Coco because it's my boss unit. My avatar. Here's my deck list. This is Fromage Coco. Battle Sisters Coco. It's kind of like, this is my day 4 deck. I built this on day 4 of the set coming out. But I don't want to cover like different fights. Idea of doing like day 1 decks, week 1 decks. I just want to post out deck and fight. So I have a series that I will do. I have a fun series coming up. I'm in the process of trying to find the people to record it with. That will hopefully be pretty good. I need to learn how to edit as well, but that's fine. I can dig 2 hours a day into it. It'll be good. This is my list. I try to put the Coco package in, but then maximize my Battle Sisters. That's why I don't really run 4 Glace. I'm thinking of cutting it down to 1 Glace and running more 10k vanillas. Because the Battle Sister name could be very important. But yeah, we literally haven't got a code, so I'm sorry. This is where nothing's happening. But this is my list. So you've got the We'll go with the grade trees. So for the grade trees, you've got the 4 Koko. Because Koko's are going to be your first right target. Because you go Koko, and then you do all your solar stuff first. So it's pretty much just you do your solar stuff in your first grade tree turns, and then you ride and you play Battle Sisters. Because after you ride into Monica or Fromage, it takes all your soul, so you can't use it again. And that's why I've been thinking of taking in Lemonade. Lemonade is the card that says on play Soul Blast 2 Countercharge 2. But I haven't found room for it yet, since I think 10k attackers can be good. Because you kind of want to preserve your boosters. Because if you're shoving up your the battle sisters, you're putting your grade 2s down, or your grade 3s, then you just get retired, your Fromage won't pop. And yeah, it's kind of fragile in that sense. But it's in my battle sister build. I'm thinking of either running the Fromage as heal like it is now, or putting it to Monaco, which is currently my crit. I don't really want to run stands because the soulless units lose their power after you ride into your second guard. So that's only going to be like 16 columns if you have your Geminis and stuff, or like your 17k columns. So they're not going to be amazing. You're going to restand 22. They're vulnerable to a trigger. So I like crits because it can hit it activates your win con quicker since new PGs are being used. So if you crit them at 3, they'll go to 5. Next thing you just place it on if they don't heal and swing for game, no matter if they have 1 or 2 intercepts. But then I didn't want to put Monaco as the heal because it's a Persona Blast. If you've got 2, actually that might be good. I'm thinking about that might be good. I still don't even know if this idea will work, because it's pretty much a mesh of the 2 archetypes. But no matter what, as long as I can, I will be playing Koko in some stage. While I'm missing these 2 Kokoas, what I'm actually going to do is put in... It might be worth running self-damages since we're running old PGs. It's like 2 candy. But then at that point, if they haven't pushed you Limit Break, it's kind of concerning. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in this spot? We have 2 slots. We can either put in Candy. We have the choice of Candy, Omelette, which is this, more of Omelette. Or we have... What else do we actually have? Maple, which I don't think is... It's a 9k attacker, but it sucks. Let's be real. Go run the 10k attackers. Then they're archetype specific as well. I mean, but we do run the omelettes. What do you guys think? What do you think? I'm thinking maybe this or this. So we either run 2 of the Lemonade, so we'll have 2 Countercharge 2. Because what, your coat? Yeah, I think this is the best bet. I think this will be my... Oh, and then we need the... It didn't count the... That's from March. And then... Hold on, I've got a ping in Discord. Okay, so they forgot to update the room. But it was 3-0 in total. So I think AL3 won. AL3 lost 3-0 to TOF the Nut March. But AL3 are a strong team, so don't underestimate them with this win. With this loss. I'm sure it was just like, one, they had to panic because they didn't have teammates that all could play. Some were asleep. Brock came on literally at 7. It was 7:59. He came on. But then this is my list then. But yeah, good games to both teams. You both played amazingly, and good luck to both of you in the future matches. And with that, it's probably going to end the stream, I guess, because I'm just going to be grinding for more packs for the double rare cards. I don't really want to stream it because I don't like streaming ranked games. It just kind of feels stale and boring. I might do my deck and fights live. I might do some tabletop because I do love myself some Sanctuary Guard, even though all the cards are upside down. Hold on. I do love me some Sanctuary Guard. And I'm also getting the Stampioni stuff soon, so that'll be cool. That'll be a good deck and fight and stuff. But yeah, because Stampioni is one of the best decks right now, because one, it's literally like £50, like £40 or something. It's ridiculously cheap, and I already have half the stuff for it. Like, because you need... You need the starter. You need the 4-pad minis, which I've got. I'm going to be running Kayla's in my build, because it's a CB1 Core 2 tokens. You got the pad minis again. Pad mini. And then Kayla, and I'm going to be running Sweetberry. And then you need the triggers. Sylvia's I'm going to be running. What else do I want to run? Yeah, that's pretty much it. You pretty much just have the basic packages of the cards. So you can build it pretty easily if you play Asha. Just take the cards out and put them into Stampioni. Just spend like £30 and you'll get the rest of the stuff. Anyway, the match is over. Great job to both teams in MMM. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to stream it. I will always be down to stream more games. Just please let me know via a message on Discord. My Discord is ElementSaber4678. If you would like to message me, contact me to stream anything, just let me know. I'm down to stream stuff. I can cast Zero pretty badly. I mean, pretty decently, I guess. And I can try and stream TCG, but I'd suck, because I just generally suck at TCG. But anyway, guys,